various temple presidents, like it's in ISKCON, we have the temple presidents, we have the National Council, that this is really communicated. Even if you would speak to Dina Sharma and she can carry to the GBC, and if you have various other forms of such, I don't know, I'm not exactly sure about like how you might or how you have the structure there. I'm sure also you have these big meetings where the various sannyasis come together, discussing issues of global approaches and preaching and so on. And also I wanted to mention one point Vaidyanatha was saying yesterday about when we communicate to the general society, to politicians, governments and so on, that we appear in a sort of unified way. For example, now we're creating this Hindu forum in Europe, for Europe. Mahaprabhu Das in Belgium, is working in a college, he's working on it, and he cultivates connections and relations with various parliaments, various members of the parliament of the EU. Just mentioned like in Shiva, he had the problems, got negative feedback of the EU parliament. So he's going personally to various people there actually in a meeting, members of parliament. He was just, for example, negotiating with some person from the Netherlands, who were traditionally very open-minded, and they have a big congregation of Sudanese and Hindus there. So, and also of course the UK member of parliament is also very favorable. In this way, these things are on attention. And also this such a Hindu forum is interesting because when dealing with, I'm working with one organization together, he's a member of the URI, it's called Minorities of Europe. He himself is a Zoroastrian, but also very much interested in Hinduism and this minority of Europe, and we are a minority in Europe, and especially in Poland you mentioned 90% are Catholic, and there's been a lot of violence also in many other Catholic, in Croatia, and the Serbian Orthodox Church, and in Italy it's also not so easy, because it's staying church is very much connected. So to protect the rights of minority groups like ours, so there are many reasons why to combine, and this World Vaishnava Association is a very important step, and I personally feel very much committed to such a pursuit. And therefore would like to see how communication beyond such meetings, which happen annual, or in Vienna probably the first time, but that this communication goes on, and that these, like yesterday, you gave these papers out about the different secretaries and having spokespersons, but this gets more formalized and some kind of, it should be crystallized, but not that it becomes like a bureaucratic, static, it should be still dynamic, like a fluid management system in a way, but some sort of appointed people to deal with past issues, to heal, reconcile, to pursue cooperation, as well as working on cooperation for Hindu Forum of Europe, for example, which could be a very interesting start to see if the members are interested. There's an office already in Brussels about it, and various Hindu organizations are already member of it, and would be happy to speak with Mahaprabhu about inviting others as well, so that the Vaishnavas, we have to realize they're very rare somehow. It's not like that there are millions and millions who live from such strong, high standards, the principles, and especially the mood of surrender. So that in such a society with so much secularization, it's so important to stick together. For one brick or one trick can break this easily, but if they are together, of course, it's impossible to break it. And one thing what Mataji was saying on Saturday, I wanted to also I'm saying that of course it's not just that we all mix together, and probably you were also mentioning that the faithfulness to the Guru and to his own institution, the loyalty, is important to go deep in our own faith and community, and to have this approach to create a strong community amongst ourselves. And from this platform, we can bridge out. It's in sociology the term bonding and bridging. So having strong internal bonding to the group, the community, and then from this platform we can bridge out. And the bridging out, of course, is one of these events now. These are some of the thoughts, and I would love to see the continuity. And yeah, I'm sure it's part of this world that also is happening to us. Non-sectarian approaches. Yeah, hope kind of will happen.
But my approach is always more practical, maybe because I'm a tax advisor and accountant. But I see it from a practical point of view that there are not so many Vaishnavas around in this Western world, and I personally really don't care from which group they are, as long as they're Vaishnavas. And of course, in the broader sense, Gaudiya Vaishnavism, but there's so much attack from Maya, at least in my case, there's so much limitation of power to go against that. So I always thought we should rather use our energy for convincing those who are, or for telling those who don't know anything about Krishna consciousness and Lord Chaitanya, and not fighting against each other. This is such a waste of time in my eyes. Because of course there are differences, and I know in Sannyasi and Temple President has a different approach. I was myself a Temple President for 10 years, so there's a difference, I know that in a higher level, but nevertheless, I think 90% of these so-called problems are so insignificant compared to the task we have to broadcast Lord Chaitanya's mission. So I feel we just should focus on just being respectful all the time to all the Vaishnavas, and it's a common phenomenon not only in our tradition and also in the Christian traditions, that the Christians amongst themselves have much more problems than to other faiths. So we have the same problems, kind of sociological thing. But let's just focus on the good things, that they are all Vaishnavas and trying to please Lord Chaitanya. The differences, in my eyes, they're not very important, although they are there. But so that's my view. And whatever helps to bring the people together and to share their common vision and to understand again, okay, there's not a big difference between my group, quote unquote, and the other group, although I don't have a group in this sense. I don't know what group I belong anymore, so to say. Although I was initiated in ISKCON in '86, but until now I told Vaidyanatha yesterday, I don't even know if I'm part of this program bringing people back to ISKCON, because I don't know if I'm away from ISKCON or if I was there or not, or where I am now. It's not relevant for me, really, for my spiritual life. It's not relevant if I'm a part of ISKCON or not. It's just not relevant. I feel connected with the Gaudiya Vaishnavism, especially with Prabhupada. That's all what counts. And if Krishna thinks that I need a new group or a new guru, so to say, who's initiated me again, because my initiating spiritual master has a different job now. So then he will send probably someone. So and I just personal experience last week, a little temple in 5 kilometers away from me closed down. Some Narayan Maharaj disciples were there. Sadhu Maharaj has the temple, he was there. Anupama? Sure. So she went to Zurich. It was a little bit too austere for her in the wilderness alone near Munich.